Hey, Gut Fox here. Today I want to review, compare, and contrast the Ryan Shazier, the top-end 97 middle linebacker that's going for about $116 on the black market if you pay for coins versus the Thanksgiving version, the $4 version. I really like BuzzFeed's videos where they do these things. They compare some lower cost food to higher cost stuff and give their impressions of it. So talk about this 97 Shaz. We're going to get his footage first. I really want to pay attention that agility, the speed can be chemmed up to 93, which is really nice. Fast as a lot of the fast end wide receivers. But there might be a threshold of agility at 90 because I think that's the biggest standout difference here. The Shaz card going through his stats, obviously everything you really want out of a user. The spec catch and catching could be a little bit higher. The 76 catching, but only 62 spec catcher. He's not going to get the animations that you'd like. There he was, user controlled there, or CPU controlled. I'm going to use him a lot, but I'm going to get a couple more CPU control. Like, look at the way he can shift one way or the other and how fast he cuts. There's his CPU trying to block shed. So, not the greatest run stuffer right there against the CPU. The guard just swallowed him up. No bones about it. Like, look at me just stop, start on a dime, it feels like, with this card. I mean, that is a top-end user. Like, you need that stop-start dimeness that you're not going to get from a lot of other guys over the 90. Like, I tried Dupree, too, using him because he's tall. And, yeah, it doesn't have – look at that. Look at that acceleration, too. Like, I stop, start, and then I beat the guy on his route out to the edge. There's just a knockdown by Kendricks. Again, like, here's the run. There he is. He got his shoulder outside, made the guy cut back in. Didn't make the play, but the user helped stop the run from getting outside contained. There he is, once again being swallowed up by a guard. So, not the greatest against the run, this 97, this incredibly high-priced card. He goes for about 1.45 million coins, and then, the $8 conversion rate per $100,000 is where I got it from the Mutts coin selling sub. There was getting a user pick. Obviously, he can treat vertical threats like you treat your dog after a nice bath, really nicely. He can shut them down, just like, girls with me. And look at him chase down this quarterback. Yeah, I know quarterback speeds are nerfed behind the line of scrimmage, but chasing down Cunningham isn't an easy task, and he did it with no bones about it. There, he couldn't get the high pass, which is strange because he doesn't have the jumping. He doesn't really have the height. He's no Anthony Barr in the height, so that is probably his biggest knock as a user is the lack of height on this Shaz card. Again, with the power runs, push him inside, let your defense sweep up, your safeties come down, crash down, Paul Krause going to sweep it up. There was diving for him, didn't quite get Mr. Marchand there. Once again, to the outside, nobody beats Shaz to the outside. I mean, you can win a tackle battle against him, but you're not going to beat him in a dead foot race. And one more nice animation up the sidelines before we switch to the 90 Shaz. So he's got the 89 speed that you can get up chem to 90. But again, just like $4, I don't want to say chuck because it's $3 chuck. But look at the rest of the stat. Agility under 90, 88 agility. These are things that did stand out to me when I used them after going from the other Shaz to this one to compare and contrast. That was the biggest thing, is the movement ability on the field. The rest of it, the block shedding, 85 is not amazing. But as you saw with the 97, they get swallowed up by guards pretty easily. Pursuit is a CPU stat, player X CPU stat, zone coverage CPU stat, with the exception of maybe knocking down a ball. Hit power is 90, which is just a few points shorter than his other card, but still, look, like it's decent. But look at his acceleration. It doesn't have the same pop. Watch left, right, left. It doesn't have the same reaction to the sticks as the 97. I remember feeling like, is this sluggish? What's going on here? Now, here it is, the same thing. Look how slow it felt me to get there. Like, I couldn't get there as quickly as I thought I should be able to using the old Shaz, but this is the new Shaz. Then again, he can treat vertical threats. You see him run one-on-one with that tight end right up the seam. Footstep, perfectly in lock with him. Again, he gets to the outside there. We're able to shut it down. Again, Kendricks is able to shut it down for the outside for us. But this is a screen. Like, he got there, and he's a little slow on that screen, a little slow on the cut. There is a middle ground here, a $36 Shaz that you can get. That's the one I'm going to run with normally. There he is once again, covering a few different routes there in the middle. I'm showing his ability to cut back and forth, kind of bait one way or the other. There he gets to the edge, and just gets an edge on him, hit by the guard. Once again, down there, and then not really up as quickly as you'd hope it to be. But again, like when he launched, he was a top-end user, this card. But now cards have just gotten faster. There it is going deep. And he's able to get down there, but Krause, of course, sweeps it up because he is our street sweeper. So, yes, I use the middle tier 94 Shaz because I do think the top-end one is still a little pricey, and the middle tier one is able to break that agility threshold at 90. Once again, there he is. So he's good enough, but there is a bit difference. Kind of like that Vic one that I did before that you saw on the channel. Like, they both performed well, and you can definitely win games with both cards. You can still get picked with this bad boy. But I really love that 97 Shaz. I guess I was giving a rating out of 10. He would get a 9.0 because of how expensive he is. Whereas the 90 Shaz is just a little bad, but it's still serviceable. Overall, I did like both Shazes, so go out and try them depending on your coin stack. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.